Hello there, Mrs. Ehlke here. Today I'm working with
Ian,
who is how old?
9.
9. Ian has been watching lots of Star Wars lately. We've been going through all of the movies and we're excited to see the newer ones that have come out recently. So we've been on this Star Wars kick and have been doing all kinds of Star Wars pictures to go with them. So today Ian and I made BB8. How cool is this? All right, if you want to do BB8 as cool as we did, which these are pretty cool, feel free to follow along on this painting tutorial or this drawing tutorial and see if your BB8s can look as cool as these. You may want to grab some masking tape or something circular that you can trace to start off, okay? If you're enjoying these videos, like and subscribe down below. We would love to show you more of these drawing tutorials. All right, thank you. Bye. To start off drawing BB8, I'm going to use a roll of masking tape and I'm not going to do the entire roll. I'm going to leave a little bit on the top. So I'm going to trace my circle but not go all the way to the top. Okay, I'll go maybe a little bit farther, but I do want to leave a little opening. This gives us a nice circle to start off with. Yep, you can maybe go a little farther than that, just freehand it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a somewhat straight line that kind of goes right across where that top is. And then it's going to have a semicircle like that on top of there. So there's our main outline. Okay, now to make it look like BB8, we're going to add a circle that's right in the middle of the top, like so. And we're going to go ahead and color that in with the black, leaving a little bit of white on the top if you want for a highlight. You don't have to. You could just color it all in black if you want. I'm going to make a line along the top edge, like so, and then I'm going to do one more line that goes behind the circle. This one's going to be a real skinny line like that, so it's actually 2 lines together. Yeah, for the second one, add another one. I'm going to do a line that's close to the bottom that's actually, it'll look like 2 lines that we'll color in silver later. And then I'm going to do a couple rectangles. I'm going to do one rectangle right here on the side. And I'm going to do one on the other side too. I'm going to add a second circle that's smaller than the first one. That's going to be right here, also in black. And then that one I'm going to add an outline line to as well, like that. All right, I'm going to just draw a circle underneath the original circle, but I'm not going to color it in. And I'm going to make a little line that connects next to it, the main circle. And then I'm going to do a little horizontal line that comes out like that and goes up and then back in. And that's all of the detail I'm going to do on the head part. He does need little wires that come up, so I will add those. There's a short one and then a taller one, and the taller one has like a little dot, yeah, an antenna on the top. All right, now we'll work on the body, okay? So BB8 basically has 3 polka dots on his body. The first one I'm going to make right here. So 1 polka dot right there. I'm going to make 1 down here, 2 polka dots, and then the other one's going to be kind of going off to the side, 3 polka dots. Okay, now each of the polka dots has stuff inside of them. So the first one I'm going to make these little shapes like this. So I'm going to go like that 4 times. 1, kind of like a north, south, east, and west. 2, 3, 4. And notice they're kind of floating inside of the circle. North, south, east, west. I know, that's kind of a tricky thing to draw. We'll just add the line like that to that one. There you go. And then those are each connected with a line that goes around to make them all a circle like that. So yeah, just go ahead and connect your lines around. Good. And then inside of this, we have a shape that starts here and connects the top to the bottom one. And then it's kind of like a semicircle in the middle. And then it connects kind of out to one of the edges too. And you can draw these little shapes inside of the edges as well. One right there, and then I'm going to do one up here too. So do maybe one right in there and then one right in there. Just little shapes like that. All right, we're going to do the same thing on these two. So we need a north, south, east, and west. So I'm going to have them kind of floating. And you won't see all 4 of them because part of it's kind of like wrapped around the other side of BB8. So north, south, east, west. I won't see the bottom ones. That's okay. It's kind of a tricky shape to do. Like that. Okay, and these sections too have some shapes inside of them. So this one has kind of, it looks like a piece of candy to me. It has like the wrapper, the candy, and then the other wrapper, like that. And then this one is more colored in. You can't see it super well, so you can just kind of pick sections to color like that. There are some lines that connect these together, and so basically I'm going to draw a line connecting each circle to each other, just straight across. And then once I have those lines in there, there's these little circles that are probably like the screws holding it together. So I'm going to go ahead and add the little screws on each side of the line. And then there are a couple extra shapes just kind of floating like this outside of the circles. So I'm going to throw a couple of those in there too. You also might be able just to see the hint of another circle if you have room. Mine has room, yours doesn't really have room, so don't worry about it. All right, you still need to add the inside stuff to this one. So that's like where you add these things and then connect them again. So go ahead and do those. No, go ahead and connect those, and then you will be done with that circle. So I'm ready to color, and I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. And orange is the first color I'm going to be using. So I'm going to show you guys which sections are orange first. This little line up here is orange. And like you could use this one right here. And then this rectangle is orange. And this rectangle is orange. And that's it for the head. Then the rings that we drew are orange as well. So with the little teeth marks that come out, north, south, east, and west sections. So I'm going to go ahead and make that orange as well. BB8, super cute. I think he's one of my favorite characters. Very creative how they made him a ball that can go all over the place and still keep his head on, you know. So all the outer sections of these circles are orange, and then the rest of the BB8 is gray and white. So I wanted to get the orange parts in first so you guys knew which parts are orange, and then I'll show you which parts are gray, and then we'll leave the rest white. pretty simple. All right, those are all the orange sections. Ooh, this one too is orange. And then now I'm going to use a gray, which I believe you have some grays over here. I'm gonna steal. And these funny shapes that we added inside of the orange sections are colored in gray, while the rest is white. These shapes on the outside of the orange sections actually stay white, so those you do not color in, just the ones on the inside. And this section right here is gray too. And then along the top part of the head, this bottom line right here is gray. And then the very top of the head is gray. So I just wanted to make sure you guys noticed which parts are which colors and which parts are left white. Oops, this is gray. I almost colored in a white section. Ian. I'll just make that shaded so it looks like I meant to do it. All right, I'll let Ian catch up and then we'll add some shading touches. Now that we've gotten all the correct spots, orange and gray and white, we're just gonna add a little bit of shading to make BB8 look less like a pancake and more like a ball. So to make it more rounded. So I'm using gray still, so get your gray again. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to add a little bit of shading along the edge of the circle. And even in the orange, if you want to color right through the orange, it probably won't show up a whole lot, but I want to just kind of add a little bit of blending all the way around the circle to make it look more rounded. And I'm just pushing down kind of lightly with my gray so that it looks a little bit shaded. I'm trying to stay kind of right along the edge of the inside edge of the circle. Yep, so you may have to kind of turn your hand or your paper to make it so that it's easier to add this blending all the way around. That just kind of gives it more of a sphere look, rounded look instead of just a flat circle. Like you could actually do, yeah, you can actually do the same thing on the head, just on the edge of the side here. You can blend a little bit along that edge and then a little bit on this edge to make it look like the head of BB8 is a little bit more rounded too and not just a flat shape. Okay, and now pops off the paper way more than before. Okay, very cool. This is a cool Star Wars picture. The only thing you have left, Ian, is these little rectangles should be orange on the inside. So see if you can grab those, make those orange, and then we will be all set. Okay? You need orange?
Yeah.
Here's orange. Doop. All right. If you wanted to get fancy too, you could add a little shadow underneath to make BB8 look like it's kind of hovering right above this spot. And then again, we'll just be kind of lightly coloring in some gray. Kind of like an oval, a really smashed oval underneath BB8. Like so. All right, we hope you have enjoyed watching these videos. If you are liking them, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We will continue to be posting some more fun artistic videos and would love for you to try them out. Tell us what you think. All right, thanks so much for watching.
Bye.